Hey startup girls, this is Allie. Let's talk about how to know if you're gonna actually make money in the end, right? Something on some level that's just practical. And that's exactly how you have to look at that part of the piece of the puzzle. You have to look at the numbers as pure practicality and pure logistics. So step back and then just start investigating. Many times we can do an awful lot of research before we really get deep into a project to really understand what are the costs on a financial as well as time level, and then what does that end up meaning for what we can bring to the marketplace. Now, it's not that you always need to be the low price leader. So if you're like, well, everyone else sells it for $10, but I can only get it for $8. So do I sell it for $10? Not necessarily. The truth about making money in the end is about what is the overall experience you're really creating. Yes, we have to know the logistics of the numbers to know where your cost is at. Recently, I had this client who, basically the lowest price package that their competitors were offering was $49. But when you stopped and actually ran the logistics of the numbers, it cost him $62 to deliver it. So what did we do to course correct that? It wasn't about necessarily making his expenses less, because sometimes you can do that and sometimes you can't. In this situation, we couldn't lower the expenses. They were already as low as they could go. So what do? You up the perceived experience. You give your audience a little bit more. What other people have as add-ons, you already include. So that way your value is actually perceived as something that's more and greater, and therefore the financial difference is more valuable to your end consumer in the end. So how do you know if in the end your brand will make money? You have to just run the numbers and then decide if the numbers don't end up looking like they're going to be right for the marketplace. Is there a way that you can add greater experience for your end customer or client so that way the higher price is worth it? Or maybe it's a totally different deal and you need to rethink this product or service from a different direction.